Good guys, my name is Lil Tommy. Welcome again to another Sonic the Hedgehog toy item collector review. As you know, I'm Lil Tommy with the good old blue state Sonic the Hedgehog. He's going to be a French hedgehog for the end of the year. Why? I have no idea. Let's work with it. Today's going to be a special review in that it is pretty much Sonic-esque related. It's just more than that. I'll explain a little further as we get through it, but just know that it is Sonic, but an expansion of the Sega universe, to say the least. So let's put Sonic aside and get into the actual review itself, because that's what we're here for, not for the jibber jabber. This is a Japanese exclusive at the time. Well, it still is, technically, if you think about it. But anyway, I'll explain that a little further. A Japanese card game of Sega IPs. By that I mean anything that Sega has pretty much has under its belt. Obviously Sonic, but Virtual Fighter, Dragoon, I think it is. Just Shining Force, Squirrel Wars, etc. They basically made a trading card game, not a conventional fighting card game where you would build decks and fight other opponents. It's just collecting the cards and put them in the folder and just say, hey, you've completed the set, to say the least. So this deals exclusively only Sega. Now, that does have a lot of Sonic pictures, which I will go through them, of course, but I figured why not do this as a kind of an anthology, kind of as a group thing, because I do feel that, you know, obviously Sonic, and being a big fan of Sonic myself, you know, it is part of the umbrella corporation that is Sega, and it is good to show other stuff pertaining to the Sega universe, to say the least, of course. So let's go through the actual folder, let's go through the actual ins and outs of the actual, you know, thing itself, and we'll go from there. So this is the actual folder that it more or less comes with. I mean, it doesn't come with this. Initially, when you first purchased it, roughly about 1996, you can buy the folder separately. The folder itself came empty. It had sleeves, but it was pretty much empty. And as you would buy these little random packs or booster packs, whatever you like to call them, you'll get random cards and then you'll slip them into the corresponding areas, and then you'll just collect them as is the norm. I thought it was a pretty nice thing. It is exclusive to Japan in that this was only available in Japan at the time. I was not aware of this outside of Japan, like the US or Australia, definitely not Australia. But it is still technically an exclusive Japanese. However, being that you can purchase things out of Japan these days, I mean, what's to say anything is exclusive to a country anyway? So the actual folder itself, I'll be straight up front to you, it's shit. Pardon the language. I mean, the color scheme is just completely off. Like, you have black on this side, which works, I guess. You have this weird wave gradient look to it, blue on the side. It just doesn't, like, I'm not an artist, but even I know that things visually don't look 100 one for one. But I guess back in the day, Japan was all about this weirdness. And of course, you have the actual title of this, which is called Sega Freak Files, which is red. So like a fluorescent, bright, darkened, doesn't even make sense, red on top of black. It would work on top of black, but on top of the blue that's going on here, I don't know what's going on. You have, of course, the word Sega, which is S-E-A-G-A, massive A. I don't know why they did it. But if you look closely, you have, of course, the obligatory, you know, friendly little description. I'll read it out. It basically says, do you know Sega? To all the Sega fans, we offer you our best thanks for your support. Now we'll present you with the cards. It should be cards, but anyway, the card from Sega. We hope you enjoy it. Let's learn about Sega's history and activities. So, I mean, this folder, if you look at the back, pretty much follows through. It's really, really bad, personally. You have Sega, and at the very bottom, you have something that says Sega Enterprise Proprietary 1996 made in Japan. So, straight to the bat, I mean, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this folder itself. The cards, different story. The cards are very nice. I will go through them. But as kind of like a stepping stone into this, it's, to say the least. So as you already open it up, right, you get cards, obviously. Now, if you look closely, I'll bring this in closely just to say. So in this particular page, you have a lot of Virtual Fighter characters. Akira, I think that's his name. Akira? Yeah, Akira. And you have, of course, the various other characters. Jackie, is that Sarah? Sarah? Yeah. So you have all these characters from Virtual Fighters, and I would imagine that these like little holographics or these sparkly ones are the super like harder rare ones to know. I wouldn't know. I purchased this as a full set. It is what it is. Now, what made this set interesting, and this particular page, every single card does this, but I won't go through every single one. But every card, when you, for example, take it out, here's a better picture of it. And let's see if I can get a very good, clear picture of it. Yeah, it kind of wants to focus, but in a way it doesn't. There we go. So there's Akira, but if you look at the actual back itself, you just have obligatory information, country, what is it? Let's see. The country, his sex, his birthday, the year, the height, just a little bunch of fun facts about, you know, the character itself, which I think is pretty cute, pretty adorable. So every single card has that. So if I was to take every single one, this video would be like, what, a couple of hours? But of course, when I showcase all of them, if you want me to do a more in-depth card showing or whatever, let me know and I'll do that specifically page in a different video. But this is just to showcase the sort of stuff that you'll see. So on the next one, you have more stuff. So on here, you have more Virtual Fighter, various different characters. Like I said, this one looks to be the rare one, and and you have another fighting game, Fighting Vipers. I know of that game, just couldn't get into it. So there's that. So there's interesting cards to say the least. And of course, at the other side, you have Nights into Dream. So if you're into Nights into Dream, there's that. You have the old classic, for example, Sega Master System. You have had a Sega at the very bottom. It would have on this slide. It had like a TV. So it is definitely a throwback to the history of stuff, which I think is great, to say the least. And of course, you have more stuff. So. Like I said, if at any stage you want to do a more in-depth of each card, or whatever the case may be, I'm happy to take them out in a separate video. So Sega Megadrive, Sega Megadrive 2, you have the Sega CD, the expansion of the 32X, Sega Saturn. Of course, this stops at Sega Saturn. As you would imagine, there are other consoles, which is the Dreamcast, you have the Game Gear, and you have other consoles. So on the other side, you have more, I guess, console-based, which is, I think, phenomenal. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff, and you have more stuff, which is, yeah. So that's a Pico machine, of course. Let's go further across, because that's what we're here for. This is from Shenmue. These two, I'm pretty sure it's from Shenmue. It's, to say the least. You have various other characters. I remember that golden one from Sonic, not Sonic, Sega Fighters. And of course you have, on the other side, you know, Virtual Cop. Of course you have Virtual Cop. You can't go wrong with Virtual Cop. And fun fact, do you see this character over here, the Virtual Fighter Honey? They also kind of made her a character in that of the Sega Fighter games back in the heyday. And you have Panzer Dragoon, like I said. So yeah, there's just a lot going on there. The cards are just, it's just all in your face. I mean, what do we have? Okay, we have probably where it really kicks off, in my honest opinion. More Panzer Dragoon. Is it Panzer Dragoon? I'm pretty sure it's Panzer Dragoon. I'll just have a quick look. Panzer Dragoon, yes, Panzer Dragoon. And you have Night in the Dreams. Never really grew up with Night in the Dreams. I knew of it. I was just like, eh. And of course, this is what we're here for. This is the Sonic cards. Yeah, it's just, these images are beautiful. I mean, from him looking through a telescope, from Sonic just reading a book and Tails outside doing God knows what, Sonic doing shopping, and of course, let's see, you have Sonic climbing a mountain. You have, you know, what appears to be just him welcoming you guys. And yeah, some of these images I know of, some of these images I've never seen in the longest while, and some of these images I was just like, what? But yeah, it's phenomenal. So let's take out one of these ones just to showcase them. And yeah, so in this particular one, a bunch of Japanese stuff, no idea what it is, but yeah, there's that. But this card is pretty decent, to say the least. Focus, my child. Come on. So, there we go. So, it looks nice, these images. I mean, when I first purchased this, I was like very ecstatic to get it, simply because it wasn't something I necessarily thought I would get, but more importantly, it wasn't something that I thought I would ever get. So, let's look at this one. So, you have more Shenmue stuff. Is this Shenmue? No, Virtual Fighter. What am I saying? Shenmue. Shenmue was the Dreamcast era. I shall correct myself. There wasn't any Shenmue back in the day. No, as far as back this goes. So a bunch of Virtual Fighter. So yeah, there's that. And of course, we have, I'm just going to show this. We have more. Like I said, if you guys want me to do a more in-depth version of this, by all means, let me know. I'll be happy to do it. I just wanted to showcase everything. There we go. Here's some more stuff. Pretty interesting art. I mean, this is from Sega. This is mostly Sega Saturn era, I would imagine. But yeah, nice little throwback. What's this one? Fighting Vipers. Good old Fighting Vipers. Apparently that's a notoriously cool game. I wouldn't know. Never played it. Never had a Sega Saturn, to be 100% honest with you. And of course, here's more stuff. Like I said, this is mostly probably all Sega Saturn stuff. So there's that. And if you look across there, Joypolis. Ooh, Joypolis. The holy place of where you can find Sonic stuff to say. Outrun. Outrun was a fun game, that game. Over here, Outrun. And Alex Kidd. No, it isn't. And we have the next creme of the creme. Okay. Here we go. So like I said, when I purchased this, I knew of some of these some of these cards, but some of them are just absolutely adorable. For example, over here, I've never seen that one ever. So, you know, and I've been collecting for such a long while. You have him with a little, I think that's a hat, running around with a suitcase, adorable. And you have Sonic there. And you have various Sonic and various other things. So there's him, what appears to be a bow, jumping in a car. And you have him playing soccer. And over here you just have a massive kind of picture of all the three characters from Sonic Jam. You have Sonic, Knuckles, and of course Tails. Absolutely adorable. And if you flip on the other side, you have, of course, more Sonic, because you can't go wrong with that. So for example, you have him swimming in water, which is funny because he actually hates water. And you have, you know, Sonic being, you know, a Dracula. So that's pretty cute. So yeah, it's this, you know, and this one, for example, oh, this Tails one over here. Just get a clearer view of that. There we go. It's just, you know, does it focus? I don't know. I'm sure I'll probably take a better picture and put this on Instagram, because I don't think this video is doing it justice, to be honest. And that's from Sakura Wars. So I don't know if you guys ever knew about Sakura Wars, but Sakura Wars was somewhat pretty big. And of course you have more Sakura Wars just at the back here. I think this is Sakura Wars. No, they're not Sakura Wars, there's something else. And these cards, for example, had, like, you know, stuff at the back you could read, like little descriptions. But like I said, if there's anything you want me to just redo, just let me know. And yeah, just a bunch of miscellaneous Sakura Wars stuff over there, which is pretty cool, which is pretty awesome. And at the very last page, I think this is just advertisement that the guy threw in, which is just more or less showcases the sort of stuff you could get in terms of the cards. So over here is just the booster packs you could get. So I hope this does justice. So there we go. So over there is the actual place where you can purchase the backs. So a little nice throwing. So you have a bunch of cards, a bunch of rare stuff, I guess. But let's see if there's anything else I could show you that stands out. I mean, not really. I mean, it's just advertisement saying, hey, look, this is the stuff you could get. But well, that's pretty much all I want to showcase in this particular situation. And I thought this is a phenomenal little coaster thing. By coaster, I mean people could pick it up and have a look at it and just go and be amazed by it. But anyway, how much did I spend for? I think I spent about $150 for this. Yeah, just it was a little pricey, but I thought it was definitely worth it. A, because I've never seen anybody actually showcase them, but B, more importantly, it's just not something that, you know, I have in my collection. Like, you have all the typical modern stuff that you would normally have in the Sonic collection ish, but this stuff, I mean, when have I ever seen it? Probably never really. Rarity, I don't know. I really don't know what the collectability of this is, to be honest. This is the first I've seen it, to be honest. I've seen individual slides, like I've seen individual things go for a fair bit, like this, for example, or just let me flip it over, or this, or this. I've seen them being sold individually, and they tend to pop up every now and then. But collectively, as a unit, I don't know. So I'm not even going to give it a ballpark figure. But it's definitely worth a find if you guys find it, and it's definitely worth a buy if you ever find it. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts on this. Is it something cool? Is it something you're like, not really interested in, or whatever? I will take better pictures of the cards because I don't think this video is doing it justice, unfortunately. And I will probably post it on my Instagram. But yeah, it's just, I wanted to update you guys with something cool that I thought, the community would more or less share. Anyway, guys, as always, speed on, take care, and of course, till next time.